A tomato plant stands quietly in the corner of a backyard. Its leaves are pale, almost like old paper. The stems bend a little closer to the ground each day. Flowers that opened just a few days ago are already gone. At first glance, it looks like the end. Many people see this and make a quick decision. They pull the plant out, set it aside, and tell themselves it is finished. But something unusual happens when you pause and look a little longer. The plant is still standing. The roots are still in the soil. And if you touch the stem, there is still a small firmness inside. This creates a quiet contradiction. A plant that looks dead is often still alive. There is also a difference in time that most people miss. What seems like a sudden decline often started slowly days or even weeks earlier. The plant did not fail overnight. It was asking for help in small ways. Fading color. Slower growth. Fewer flowers. These signs are easy to overlook, especially in a busy day. Here is the part that surprises many gardeners. In most cases, a plant like this is not beyond saving. It is not truly dead. It is simply hungry. The soil around it has slowly lost one or two important nutrients. Without those nutrients, the plant cannot continue its normal work. It slows down. It weakens. And eventually, it appears to stop. Now here is the hopeful part. Those missing nutrients can often be replaced very quickly. Not with expensive products. Not with complicated tools. But with simple materials that are already in the kitchen. In some cases, the plant begins to respond within a couple of days. The change is not always dramatic at first, but it is real. There is no need to rush or worry. This is not about doing more work. It is about understanding what the plant is quietly asking for. Before explaining why this happens, it helps to understand how plants actually respond to what is in the soil around them. A plant depends on the soil in the same way we depend on food. The roots take in water, but they also take in dissolved minerals. These minerals are what allow the plant to grow leaves, form flowers, and stay strong in changing weather. When even one important mineral is missing, the plant begins to struggle. It may still look fine for a while, but over time, the signs appear. One of the most common missing elements is potassium. Another is nitrogen. Calcium and magnesium also play important roles. Each one supports a different part of the plant's health. When the balance is right, the plant grows with ease. When something is missing, the plant begins to slow down. In many home gardens, the soil is used again and again. Each season, plants take nutrients from it. If those nutrients are not replaced, the soil becomes tired. This does not mean the soil is bad. It simply means it needs support. One gentle way to offer that support begins with something most kitchens throw away every day. Onion peels are often seen as waste. They are dry, light, and easy to discard. But inside those thin layers is a surprising amount of nutrition. The outer skin of an onion holds potassium, calcium, and magnesium. These are all important for plant strength and growth. There is also a natural compound in onion peels that helps plants handle stress. When temperatures rise or fall suddenly, or when the plant faces disease, this compound supports its internal balance. This is not something we can see directly, but the effects become visible over time. Many people place onion peels directly into the soil. This can work, but it takes time. The peels must break down before the nutrients become available. During that waiting period, the plant may continue to weaken. A simpler approach is to let water do the work. When onion peels are placed in water and left for a day or two, the minerals begin to move into the liquid. The water slowly changes color, becoming a soft amber shade. This change is a sign that the nutrients are now in a form the plant can use more quickly. When this liquid is poured gently at the base of a plant, the roots can begin to take in those nutrients almost right away. Over the next few days, small changes may appear. Leaves may become slightly greener. Stems may feel a bit stronger. New growth may begin again. These are quiet signs, but they are meaningful. Not every plant responds at the same speed. Climate plays a role. In warmer regions, changes may happen faster. In cooler areas, the response may take a little longer. The important thing is to observe, not rush. While minerals feed the plant directly, there is another part of the garden that is just as important. Beneath the surface of the soil lives a community of tiny organisms. These are too small to see, but they are always active. They help break down materials, release nutrients, and support root health. Sometimes, when a plant struggles, it is not only the plant that needs help. The soil itself needs to come back to life. This is where another simple kitchen practice becomes useful. When rice is washed before cooking, the water often turns cloudy. Many people pour this water away without a second thought. But that cloudy water contains starches and small nutrients. On its own, it offers mild support to plants. But when it is left to rest for a few days, something more interesting begins to happen. The water develops a faint sour scent. This is a sign that natural microbes have begun to grow. These microbes are helpful. They are the same types of organisms that support healthy soil. When added to the garden, they help rebuild the natural balance beneath the surface. This process does not need to be complicated. The water is simply kept in a container for a few days. Once it has developed that light sour smell, it is ready to use. It is then mixed with plain water to make it gentle for the roots. When applied to the soil, this mixture encourages microbial life to grow. Over time, the soil becomes more active. Roots find it easier to take in nutrients. Plants begin to recover, not just on the surface, but from the ground up. For a plant that is already weak, there may also be a need for a more direct source of energy. This often comes in the form of nitrogen. Nitrogen supports leaf growth and overall strength. Without it, plants become pale and slow. In many homes, vegetable scraps are a common sight. A soft tomato at the back of the refrigerator. Leaves that have wilted. Pieces that are no longer used. These scraps still hold valuable nutrients. When they are placed in water and allowed to rest for a period of time, those nutrients begin to move into the liquid. The process takes a little patience. Over 1 to 2 weeks, the mixture changes. The liquid becomes darker. The scent becomes stronger. This is a sign that the nutrients are being released. When diluted with water, this liquid can be added to the soil. The response from plants can often be seen within several days. Leaves may deepen in color. New growth may begin to appear. The plant starts to regain its energy. As always, gentle observation is key. Each plant will respond in its own way. Sometimes, however, a plant shows signs that more than one nutrient is missing. The leaves may be pale. Growth may be slow. Flowers may not form. In these cases, a broader approach can be helpful. A mixture made from common kitchen items can provide a wider range of support. Banana peels offer potassium. Eggshells provide calcium. Used coffee grounds contribute a small amount of nitrogen and help improve soil texture. A small amount of Epsom salt adds magnesium, which supports leaf color and photosynthesis. Molasses, when available, can help feed beneficial microbes. When these ingredients are combined with water and allowed to sit for a few days, they begin to break down together. The result is a balanced liquid that carries several nutrients at once. This can be especially helpful for plants that are struggling in multiple ways. It is important to remember that more is not always better. Gentle amounts are often enough. Plants respond best to steady, balanced support rather than sudden excess. There is also a method that has been used for many years, long before modern products were available. This method uses aged manure. When manure is allowed to dry and rest over time, it becomes safer and more balanced. When placed in water, the nutrients slowly move into the liquid. The process is simple. The manure is placed in a cloth bag and soaked in water for a few days. The water becomes a mild, nutrient-rich solution. Once diluted, it can be applied to the soil. Different types of manure offer slightly different benefits. Some provide more nitrogen, while others are more balanced. The key is that the manure must be aged. Fresh material can be too strong and may harm the plant. When used carefully, this method provides steady nourishment. Plants often respond with improved strength and growth over the following week. All of these approaches share a common idea. What is often seen as waste can become a source of life for the garden. Onion peels, rice water, vegetable scraps, and other simple materials hold value that is easy to overlook. Gardening does not always require more effort. Sometimes it requires a shift in attention. By noticing what is already available and understanding how plants respond, it becomes possible to support the garden in a calm and steady way. If you are comfortable sharing, it would be interesting to know which of these methods feels most natural to try in your own space. In the end, a garden often improves not through constant action, but through quiet observation. Sometimes the smallest changes bring the most meaningful results. And sometimes, the plant that looked like it was fading simply needed a little time, a little care, and the right kind of support to begin again.